everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just kind of want to give you a little bit of an update. We have got everything moved. My studio is all set up again, and I'm so excited to be back filming in a environment where it's just regular. I have my lights up, I have everything done. So I'm very excited about it. Actually, I just got new lights, so I just wanted to let you know I did actually do a look with a soft glam today from Anastasia, Beverly Hills, because what I wanted to do today was specifically let you know what some of my favorites are. So anyone who's doing some Christmas shopping, if you have a lady in your life and she loves to do makeup, these are some of the things that are my intense favorites. So I wanted to make sure that you guys know these are some really fantastic products, and they're fantastic to use, and they would be great for a gift for anyone if you kind of get stuck. So Ulta.com, or you can go into the stores, Sephora, anywhere that you can actually order it, or if you're in a space where you can't actually go into the stores, what I mean, you can actually get them ordered from here, and you can do anything that you want. Search the internet, look for some of these products. Some of them are really fantastic. I'm on a budget just like everybody else, so if you like this look, go ahead and give it a watch. It'll kind of describe for you what I use, how I do my makeup, that kind of stuff. You can kind of see which products are my absolute favorites. This way, like I said, if you have a lady in your life, or maybe some young ladies that want to learn how to do their makeup, and they just want to know what some of the really good products are, then you can just go ahead and keep watching. Just showcase kind of some of my favorites. Today I'm going to go ahead and do just a nice tutorial that has something to do with a lot of my favorites that I have found over all of this time. I just absolutely love, and I know Christmas is coming, and these are some really great ideas. If you have a loved one or a young lady that absolutely she's into makeup and she just absolutely loves her makeup, one thing that I would recommend is this One Heck of a Blot. If she doesn't already have something that she really loves and works with her skin tone and skin type, then this One Heck of a Blot is absolutely fantastic. Again, it is one of my go-tos. I'm going to go ahead and use the BH Cosmetics foundation as well. That's one of my favorites. The palette today, I'm going to go ahead and use the Soft Glam. Anastasia Beverly Hills actually is selling their whole collection of all of them, and she has 4 palettes. These 4 palettes are really amazing. I know that their first one got some bad press, but this Soft Glam is definitely one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. I am going to use my Brighten Up. I'm going to use my Essence Lash Princess. This is the false lash effect. Oftentimes when I'd use just some mascara, this is one of the things that I love, and I'm going to go ahead and use some lashes today as well. I'm trying to decide between my voluminous mascara and the Essence, because they're both so wonderful, and I can't really decide which one I actually like the most, so I'll make that decision before then. This Needles No More Baggage from Dr. Brandt is also something that came in one of our boxy charms, and I really like this. I do find that it does work. Especially the longer that you use it. It's a depuffing gel. I don't think today that I'm really quite puffy. What I do is I get up and I spend a couple hours before work. So just a couple hours trying to get ready, trying to do what it is that I want to do before work. And then I kind of decide on what makeup that I want to wear and everything to showcase for you guys. I really do try to get organized before I get in front of the camera, just so you know. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and we're going to let it kind of depuff for just a little bit, and I'll go over the rest of the stuff that I want to use. This depuff, you actually have to just, they want you to like bounce it on. It's not something that you should rub in or anything, and I think part of that is just because the eye skin is so tender, so you want to make sure that you have that eye skin and continue to keep that eye skin nice and tender. I have fallen in love with the Laura Geller that came in our boxy charm as well, so I'm going to use that one for my blush. My Hikari, this came in an Ipsy, believe it or not. I think either that or it was in one of the first boxy charms that I ever got, and this is just amazing. I still have an Old Mary Kay one that I use, and I also still have the NYX or the NYX palette that I also use for when it comes to bronzing, something that I love. This Tarte highlighter in Stunner in the Amazonian clay is another one that I really consider one of my favorites. I just really love it. Also, my MAC paint pot, as always, that's something else that I'm going to be using. I really have fallen in love with this Tarte creaseless concealer. The one thing that I will say about it is that it dries quickly. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put in there to try to loosen it up a little, maybe a drop or two of water. We'll see how that goes. I have my Basics palette from Ulta with the original colors that I love so much, sorry. So I'm going to be using that one to put down my base. Okay, so let's just get started. Let's see. Again, the BH Cosmetics foundation. This one is pretty light. It's winter time here. Again, I work graveyards. I work nighttime. So I'm going to go ahead and keep using it. In the winter time, it's something that is just amazing. Sorry, my hair is so weird. I will have it done when we get done with this. I just got a shower. Just time for work. Typical Monday. If any of you have done any of your shopping yet, and you've picked up any cosmetics for anyone that you love, that is the one thing that I have let my children know, that my daughter is very, very good. Kylie is very good at picking out stuff that is really good for me. So I have let her know that there's several things that I really would like, and one of them is a couple of the makeup palettes. So the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I have not picked up yet. Every time I go into Ulta, it's out. And I think the Ulta that I do use is kind of I just need to get online and order it. It's a smaller one. So in that just means that I really do need to do more online ordering. Oops, that came out a hot mess. Also, another good thing for Christmas for your ladies would be more beauty blotters. I think that these are just, you can never have too many. I know that there's quite a few people, like of the beauty gurus and stuff, that keep several on hand. And I think it's very smart. I have a few, and I just kind of dump them all at once and get them all washed and take care of them that way. And then I just use them in succession. So, but I pretty much use them all the same way, so they all look the same. Just doing my foundation here. We're going to get the foundation done, let it set. I also have a new light. I'm loving that as well. And okay, let's just go ahead and get on into the eyes. One thing that I have forgotten was to put my paint pot on. Oh my gosh, I would probably regret that at some point in time in the middle of the night. Because again, I have oily lids, so I like to try to make sure that I have a very good foundation on my eyes as well. I don't like to layer up too much. Like I see a lot of people, I'm not the type of person that puts my foundation on over my eyelid, again, because I do have oily lids, so sometimes that can cause a lot of issues with your if you do have oily lids like mine. That could be something that would just add later on to be distressful. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and lay this base down after I have my paint pot on. Nice soft hand. Again, I talked to you guys a little bit earlier about how I'm learning how to be so much more soft-handed. Something that I get myself into a hurry, and then what happens is I find that I just don't have enough time to do a lot of blending. And I'm working harder at trying to make sure that I give myself plenty of time, because I want to give you guys the best that I can give you. Okay, that one's kind of be done. And let's go on into this Soft Glam. Now, I really do, again, I really do like this palette a lot. This is an amazing palette. I do not use the brush that came with it, but the one that did come with it was not bad. It really was actually quite nice. So what I'm going to do is use the orange soda first. I do have it, I use it for my bottom lash. So the one that comes with it is not bad. So we're just using a light hand on a high highlight here, high transition. I have to remember not to arc my eyebrows or crinkle my head. Not to lift too much, or else because of my hooded lids, a lot of times my transition colors don't get seen, and you want to think about that. Wayne Ghost has a very wonderful tutorial that can actually show you what your lids are like. So you can actually do makeup styles that transition over into what you see every day, and that's a very impressive thing. So, okay, so right now I use the orange soda. I'm going to go ahead and go into the sienna, I think, today. Let's go ahead and go with that one. Brush a little bit off. There is fallout out of this. I mean, some kick up. It's something to expect out of an Anastasia, but their formulas are really fantastic. So I'm not saying that I expect it. It's definitely not something that I expect, but you kind of got to take the good with the bad. If you really want a fantastic formula, really the Anastasias do have a great formula. Too Faced is also a very creamy formula. There's some nice other palettes that I want to try, so I'm going to get on there. And for Christmas, I think what I'm going to ask for is a lot of gift certificates, like Visa gift cards and stuff. I know that half my stuff's already done, so we'll see. Makeup can get expensive, and I don't really want it to be that expensive. It doesn't have to be that pricey. You have to do some of this on a budget. That's what most of us have. But I want to know what you guys want. If you have questions or comments or anything, and you want to review some makeup that you might be willing to get in the future or wanting to get in the future, then I would love it if you would leave that in the comment down below. I'll definitely, if I don't have it already, then I will get it for you, and we will definitely get it tried out. How about that? So I know what I'm doing down here. Also, it's going to be coming out a little bit further than my eyebrow. So I don't really want to go out too much from there. What I do want to do is I do want to show you guys how to clean that up if you're not going to use shields. I do have some of my shields that I use some synthetic ones. Can I just wash them and just reuse them? Or there's many other ways to get that done. So with, I've taken the Sultry. This is what I actually love. This Sultry is just amazing. And I'm just packing it onto the center of the lid. It's a gorgeous glitter out of this palette. It's just fantastic. And like I was saying, we try not to purchase too many new gifts before Christmas because it kind of limits the things that you can do, and I really didn't want to do that to the kids or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and take the original brush that I started using. I'm going to go ahead and dip into the Tempera, which is this bottom one here. I'm going to go ahead and take that to the high side. Going to blend this center one out, in and out. I kind of like, especially when I'm going to work, I don't want such really dark eyes. I don't really have a need to have some really dark eyes, but I love doing my makeup, so I try not to wear too dark a makeup. I don't want to get in trouble. They're kind of finicky there. So also with the Sultry, this light one over here, I'm going to go ahead and line the brow. Make it blend. Okay, going to use it on the inside of the eye. And I'm also going to use this. I'm going to take part of that sienna again and move it along the bottom line. One of the reasons why I also I like to do the bottom of my lash first, or the bottom of my lines, before I actually finish my makeup. I like to do that because when I clean it up later, I don't have such a long line underneath, because sometimes I tend to use a little bit bigger brushes. And when I get the shakes, my lines aren't so precise. So this way, when I use my concealer to clean up a little bit later, that way I don't have any fallout or any long lines that go. I'm actually going to use the Noir, the black on the corner, the black in the corner. And let's go ahead and just try that. I'm just gonna take it right in the outside. Just a smidge, put some color. Just a really light touch. And I'm still following that line that I made with the mulberry. I can actually still see it. So I'm just going to continue to follow that light line with the mulberry. And then after this, we're just going to work on blending. Okay, that's done. Going to go ahead and close that palette, set it aside. That way, sometimes I know that I've actually done a really good job at making sure that I know for sure, that I've completed my makeup. Because sometimes I get to talking so much and then I find that I'm like a little bit behind. And I lose track of where I'm at. I know it sounds so silly, but another thing with my MS. Okay, this is actually a clean brush. Clean brush, and we're gonna work on blending. Want to make sure that that shimmer blends in with the noir that I just used and the mulberry. We're gonna take it up just a little. Gorgeous colors. I love, love, love this palette. Just want to make sure that they're blended very softly, very nicely. Doing some circles. No harsh lines. I feel like Bob Ross. And then underneath, I'm just going to take it out. I love the underneath because I could just smudge it. It doesn't really matter no matter what I do. Just going to smudge it. Okay, so I think that I have my eyes done. I'm going to go ahead and apply some eyeliner. The other day, let's see. The other day, I talked to you guys about the ones that I really, really love. And today I'm still going to go ahead and use that same Maybelline Eye Studio, New York Eye Studio. These are their gel eyeliners that I just really love. And if you guys can hold on, I'll go ahead and get this on. I'm going to go ahead and finish up. I'll put my mascara on. I'm going to go ahead and apply some lashes, and then I'll finish up my makeup with you guys on camera. So if you can just stand by, we'll go ahead and be right back. I just done my eyeliner and I went ahead and did my brows. I'm going to go ahead. I just wanted to talk to you guys about which mascara I choose to use. Like I said, I definitely love this one because it adds it a lot. This one makes them really bright, and it does add lashes to it. But since I'm going to use lashes today, I'm just going to coat my eyelashes with a little bit of the Luminous. And I made this decision because this one has the curved brush that I like so much, and I feel like I can get them down to the root. And I think that what it's going to do is go ahead and blend very well with these eyelashes. And these are from Lashaholic. They're luxury ones. The glue that I'm going to use, I think I put it away, which was silly. Nope, I'm sorry. The glue that I'm going to use is this Strip Blast adhesive. This is a black one. I think the eyeliner that I went ahead and used today was my espresso, so they're going to blend. It will blend very nicely. You don't have to worry about that too much. Now, if you're going to wear an eyeliner that is like a bright blue or something to that effect, you want to make sure that your lashes are going to line a little bit different. You don't want to use like a black adhesive. It will line up with your lashes, and you will be able to see a little bit of color when you use a black adhesive, but normally I do wear black eyeliner. I've went ahead and done all this. I have not yet cleaned it up yet, so that is another something that I will do in just a few minutes when we're ready. So I'll be back. Everyone, I went ahead and got my lashes on. I have my mascara on. Everything's good. The one thing that I did notice about these lashes, this is the first time I've actually used this pair. So what is weird about it is I went ahead and cut them down to fit, because the inside of my lashes, a lot of times they will brush my nose, and I really don't like that. So I went ahead and kind of lined the inside of the eye, because sometimes you can see the ridge, so you want to be careful about that. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face, since my eyes are completely done. Eyes are done. I'm going to go ahead and continue. So I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape. Sorry, creaseless concealer. And what I do is I take it to the outside here, the outside of the eye. I'm going to show you guys what I talk about. Here is where, I'll do it on this side. I want to clean up this edge here. So take it up like that, because I don't want it, like I said, to go out any further than my eyebrow. So because I get in a hurry And oftentimes I will attempt to complete my makeup in a very short amount of time, because a lot of times men don't have very many patience. Men are not very patient. So in this world, Hunter does not like it if I take forever to get my makeup done. If we're going somewhere and it's going to be like really fancy, he doesn't mind, but I try to allow for that time. So like I said, I'm cleaning up the under eye, and I'm going to clean up the outer eye. I don't want to go outside. So I'm cleaning up the outer eye to give it the nice line. The nice definitive line. So that actually looks really good. So I like doing that. I've learned that that was something that I used to do a while back. And I've actually gone back to that technique, I think, because I've started to use the smoky eye, because I've started to line my waterline as well. I don't normally like to line the waterline because I have really kind of drippy eyes, but I'm learning some other techniques that are actually taking care of that. So my Tarte is on. Any makeup you hear is courtesy, again, of Slacker Radio. Again, this is not a playlist that I have. These are artists that are along this radio app that I have. Using my Brighten Up just to set that concealer. Okay. And I really do believe that my eyes are completely done now. Okay, so we're going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and start with the bronzer. I love, again, this bronzer a lot. And so I take it in, go down, and then I kind of shimmy down the cheek into the outside of the cheek. And I'm just going to kind of come down, adding that shadow. Go along the bottom line, go along the top of the head, kind of just outlining the face. Go down the center of the nose. Down the temple. Kind of blend it up. You want to move in circles that are going up along the cheek so that it will actually integrate with your blush, which is my Laura Geller, of course, my favorite. I just really fell in love with this the moment that we got it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I just love this. I've never been much of a cheek person, but I just really love this Laura Geller a lot. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit, I'm going to take more of a staunchy brush. This is something that a lot of people, I don't know if they know how to use. That little fan brush that a lot of people use, I'm not into that fan brush because I just don't think that it allows for the highlight that I like. So I take a thicker brush and something that is just more, that's going to lay the product a little bit better for me. And I like the way this brush feels. You can take any other similar brush. I know that BoxyCharm, these are my ones from BH Cosmetics. This would be another one that I would definitely use. See, it's a more staunchy brush. You can tell that I have still some highlight still on there. I know it's supposed to be kind of bright, but I like to use it because I just feel that I like specific places for my highlight. And you know what? Makeup is what you make it. It is how you want it. A little bit on the lip and down. Okay, there's good. Now, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and use our all over powder brush. And I use it just to kind of simplify and just kind of make everything work. But because I have my lashes on already, I want to be really careful because too much powder can actually just flood the face and you're going to cover up everything that you've just done. I do not do under my eyes, but I do kind of cover. And especially if I get overzealous with my highlighter, this way I can fix it. There. almost completed. The only thing I'll need is just more of a lip color, and then we're good to go. So if anybody wants to really know, if you have any questions or if you have any comments, anything to that effect, just go ahead and message me down below. If there's anything that you want me to try or anything that you'd like me to go ahead and showcase for you, just let me know in the comments below. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you like this tutorial, and let me know what you think of the soft glam. There's a lot of people that really kind of were distressed with it because there was kick up, but I find that with Anastasia's there is kick up, and it just happens. But if you're willing to work with it, it really doesn't bother me. I don't get bothered by it at all. I think that it's just a fantastic formula, and I really, really enjoy using it. So again, if you have any questions, comments, or if you want to let me know about how your soft glam works or any of the other Anastasia products, just go ahead and put them down below. Subscribe to my channel, and we'll definitely see you next time. Thank you, and stay healthy.